Superdome in downtown New Orleans.
Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the New Orleans Saints. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway from the Superdome.
And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Jameis to throw it.
There's Chris Olave. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Winston to give, it's Kamara. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Try to get that one to Chris Olave, but now it'll be 3rd down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Dexter Lawrence finding his way through defensively for the stop.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Play action now, Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Kayvon Thibodeaux. And the Giants are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
The throw for Tony is intercepted.
Marcus May with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Buried behind the line by Azeez Ojulari.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Under pressure, they got him again. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Play fake. Winston. That is pulled in by Michael Thomas.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go there.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace it.
Remain for 2nd down.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
Oh, and now some space to operate. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Marcus Davenport brought him down, the UTSA product. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
Powers through it. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Now Jones throwing on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Giants' 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around 30. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And they get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Now Jones. They'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Matt Breida taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Giants will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Giants 7, Saints 3.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something? And now off to the races, down the right side. The 30, 10, touchdown, New Orleans.
He goes 86 yards there on the touchdown run. And the Saints have retaken the lead.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
Throwing to start the drive. Jones.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Back to throw again.
Another pass complete to Bellinger.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
That's to Galladay, and he's got it. Touchdown, New York. Kenny Galladay.
as the first half is winding down. And the Giants have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. Off the play fake, Winston. Looking long for Thomas.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought the first half, they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones, check down to Breida. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling the back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turned it into a successful play.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
Once again, he finds Slayton. And he is going to have the Giants first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And unable to get downhill there, so take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Second and 9.
Looking to throw. Jones escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
He'll get this one to Golladay. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And he's got this down to the 35. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On first down, here's Breida. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Jones throwing on first down. This is caught. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Giants get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a fourth quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up Sackett.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on.